All right, so today we got a wheel at start. It's a, I think it's about a 2016 model F150. Been sitting here for a while now. We done checked the oil and everything. Got a new fresh battery in it.
She's making oil.
She's making oil. Jonathan, go see if she'll crank up.
Well, she cheats.
Seem to be having difficulties. Oh, well, it started. Well, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do for the rest of the video. I guess we can go pull that head off and replace that head gasket. Yeah, let's go do that. Hey folks, so today, as promised, we're gonna work on this head gasket on the old tractor here. Got my good buddy Jonathan here to help me. Wave at the camera, there you go. I mean, to protect his identity, it's definitely not Jonathan. But, so what we gotta do, we gotta take this loader off, and we got a janky setup here. But basically, we're gonna take 4 bolts loose, 2 lines, and then raise it with the chain hoist. That's the plan anyway. Let's see how it goes. All right, folks, so that went rather well. We got the loader hanging there, and we're just going to leave these brackets on here. I don't think they'll get in the way. I'll probably come to regret that decision. But now we're going to take the hood off, and we'll start tearing everything else down. You guys, remember with these old tractors, chances are some farmers worked on it, and all the bolts aren't going to match anymore like they did when it come out. But that's okay. Shut our fuel off while I'm here. And a quick disclaimer, guys, I'm working on something, so this video is officially rated PG-13. Things, yeah. No, 'cause I get aggravated, I'm liable to spout off a few choice words. Some old farmer was working on it and had a bolt laying around out of a motorcycle or something, looks like. Guys, a lot of times what I'll do, if I can, I'll put bolts back where I got them. That way later on I'm not trying to figure out where they went. I mean, you can't always do that, but it's a good thing Jonathan knows we're making a video, or he'd be really freaked out me talking to nobody. Been at it all of 5 minutes, and I already need to go grab that magnet to pull a nut out. Y'all remind me I'm setting this right here, okay? So, 9/16.
9/16.
Yeah. I keep swapping back between 9/16 and a half. And what we'll do is lift it and walk it forward the best we can. Just lean up against front here. You know what stinks? We gotta pull that fuel tank.
Don't stink.
You know what's bad about that?
Full fuel.
I just filled it yesterday. Now, oof. You gotta take this off to get down to the tank. So we'll need. Oh, you got another one of these over there? Oh. Oh, I got a new tool this week I've been wanting to try. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Basically, it's a screwdriver. You put it on the screw, hit it with a hammer. It's like an impact. And I hope one of these is stuck so I can use it. Well, it ain't that one. Oh, man. It ain't even stuck, Jonathan. Highly disappointing. Man, really looking forward to using that.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all go down in the comments and let us know when we're doing stuff like this. Do you want it in real time and to hear all our shenanigans, or do you want us to fast forward it into a time lapse? What y'all want to see? And guys, remember, always unhook the battery when you're working on stuff. We hadn't done that yet, but you know, do it. And for all you safety warriors, he's unhooking the battery right now. Calm down, Jimmy. We'll grab that side and finesse it. Oh no. I'll watch this side will be stuck. Yep. Now we're gonna wait for that tank to drain. We can pull that off.
Few time lapse.
Mexican montage music. All right, folks. So while we're can't talk. While we're waiting on that tank to drain, I'll show y'all this. Any piece of equipment you have, that one of these is available, go ahead and get it. These shop manuals are. I'll turn right to the page we're going to need later, but they're invaluable. I mean, anytime you need to work on them, if you get stuck, you can come to these, normally figured out. I've got one for just about everything I own. I used to have a Nissan, but got one for a Briggs in there. Anyway, just get a manual. All right, folks, we got everything disconnected on the fuel tank. Now we're going to attempt to lift it out. Got it. All right, guys, I'll show you what we're looking at here. Besides Jonathan. So, exhaust manifold, intake valve cover, all this is the head. I'm going to pull these lines. I'm going to try to just pull them back out of the way. That probably won't work, but then we'll start tearing everything else down. See if we can break a few bolts. You know what we didn't do? We didn't drain the radiator. Stay tuned. I use my handy dandy case pocket knife to cut this bucket open here. And guys, I'm not really worried if a little bit of this spills on the ground because it's mostly water now. I didn't want to put antifreeze in it, knowing that it was just going to leak it out, or blow it out rather. And guys, remember, if you're working on something that's greasy and dirty, wear dark colored clothing. It doesn't stain as bad, just like your underwear, you know. Dark colors don't show stains. I'm a little upset Jonathan didn't laugh at that. feel like this should be easier than it is. Yeesh. Memory serves. Should be a drain somewhere. Well, folks, there's a drain on this thing. I don't see it. That's oil. There's got to be a drain on it, you know what? You know, a smart man would grab a flashlight.
You got a manual?
I do. I like to struggle a little bit before I get the manual out, though. Okay, we can pull a line off over there and do it. And of course, that hose is stuck. Hey, here it is. All right. All right, guys, we're going to try to crack these injector lines off. Okay, that went way too easy. Don't worry, something will go wrong here in a minute. Just in case. And guys, the reason I'm doing this, a lot of times with these old lines, they want to stick right here and you'll end up bending your line. You don't want to do that. Make sure they're all break free here. All right.
Hey. Little coaxing. And if it don't come, get a bigger hammer.
Well, that one's not even loose yet. Okay. That one's not even loose yet. Okay.
Bruh.
Don't say a word. Shut up. Both of us are amazed that that come off that easy, in case you're wondering why we're acting a fool over here. Go for it. And guys, what I didn't think to do is clean some of the crud out of here. I'm gonna take some paper towel, stuff down in these holes, keep this junk out. Of course, it is the exhaust side, so it'd probably just blow it out, but so what we're doing here, guys, we're taking this whole rocker assembly off. Then we'll pull the push rods out. We're going to put them back in the same order they came out in. I'll show you how we do that here in a minute. It should lift off here.
Easy doozy.
I guess y'all can see my box here. So, of course, that'll be the back of the engine. When I take the push rods out, we're going to put them in a hole, and they'll go back in the same order. Start wherever you want to. And a lot of mechanics wear gloves when they're messing with internal parts. I'm not a mechanic.
I just played one of Western videos.
Yeah, we just played one in a YouTube video one time. Yeah. Didn't make my holes big enough. And it looks like a dilapidated birthday cake. Here we go. She tight.
You all right?
Okay. Huh?
For that one.
Well, definitely torque to 110 like you're supposed to be.
See if I can knuckle that radiator.
Getting back to work.
And guys, I like to break, if I'm worried about them sticking, I like to break them loose by hand. That way I can kind of feel what's going on. Normally if a bolt's about to break, you can feel it. Aha. Knew we were missing one.
Head bolt?
Yep. No.
Bracket.
There's a bracket on the radiator here. And of course I grabbed 3/4. It's 11/16, 5/8, 1. Guys, like I've told you before, don't break the bank buying new equipment. Learn to work on stuff. I'm not a mechanic. Jonathan, are you a mechanic?
No, sir. Not even close.
And well, it's not fixed yet, but we're attempting this. But guys, give yourselves a little credit. You can do things. Does Dana watch my videos?
No.
I was gonna say that's a no. You didn't even have to say it.
She watches me watch them.
Well, I was gonna give a shout out to her, but I guess I won't now. So Dana, you're not getting your shout out for letting Jonathan come play today. Look at that. Our paper towel's just unrolled, in case you're wondering what we're looking at. Like I've told you before, guys, it's always windy down here in the bottom. I don't think it's going to be that heavy. It's just awkward.
Well, we could. We have to. I'll tell you what, before you get those bolts out of it so we don't hinder
the process.
short ones in the middle.
Yep, short ones in the middle, long ones on the outside. Well, where they get these big spacers on them like that?
Some things we just don't need to know.
I understand. But I really like to know. Okay. Now. Yes. Let's see if it's heavy. Got it. All right, set it down there. I'm gonna jump down and we'll. Got it? You sure?
Yep.
Now, see if we can see our failure here. It was leaking right in here. Little deviation there in there. Honestly, this gasket, there's a couple spots that are iffy, but it doesn't look too bad, you know.
Let's reuse it.
I didn't say all that, but I think it's just a weak gasket. Everything looks good, and I could see where the leak was coming from. It wasn't like it's coming out the side here or nothing. It was coming right from between. All right, guys, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit off camera, and then I guess we'll be ready to put it back together. So just stay tuned, and these cylinder walls look really good. Everything looks good. My uncle told me this motor was supposed to have been rebuilt years ago and not ran much since then. Looking at these cylinders and everything, I believe it. Anyway, stay tuned. Yeah. One more thing, guys. So on the 606 Farmall, and there's not very many videos of those online, the piston sleeve is supposed to stick up 0.003 to 0.007 above the block.